Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Tonight we're working on some more Factorio production scrap. We're going to start out with some oil. Well, we're going to start out with a little bit of a review, and then we'll get into the oil, and then we'll get into military science and possibly expanding the mall some more by doing some more retrofitting. So first up, after the last episode, after the last stream, I brought some stone. I need to look at that. I brought some stone into the base and also made some stone brick. I also built a fairly massive steel array here, at least for this stage of the game, with I'm smelting 4 belts of iron ore into just about a belt of steel. I'm using this linear design because the direct insert design that is also commonly used. Let me grab the blueprint just to show what I'm talking about. Let's see. This type of design here wouldn't allow me to get the scrap out of the iron smelters before it was attempted to be put into the steel smelters. So it would basically stop. So instead of having that happen, I went ahead and built a linear design where each belt of iron that is smelted is fed directly into an array making steel. I'm tapping this entire patch at this point, even though I'm only using about half of it. I plan on expanding this later on in the game, as needed. And the other thing I did was I also applied the recipes to the buildings in the mall that we've learned since the last batch of research that we set up toward the end of the last stream. Because the research process through while I was working on the other items. So let's work on, let's see, we're going to need this. I'm going to try not to do solar or accumulators. I'm probably just going to focus on going to nuclear because I suspect there's also scrap in nuclear that I want to feature. So let's just throw a few items on the queue here. Nope, you can't do that one yet. Don't get ahead of yourself. I'll eventually do the military stuff, but since we don't really need it, I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to need this yet, but might as well. We can do that too. Okay, so I have all of the sort of oil-based items being made. Pump jacks, refineries, chemical plants. I also made the train-based items here. At least the ones that are available so far in the game. Even though we're probably not going to do trains, at least not for a very long time, because we have a lot of very close resources. I just figured to go ahead and get it set up. It looks like I need to expand this belt, or extend this belt to pick up the trash items, so that we can get those processed eventually. And I think that was about all that I expanded into here. I'm going to pick up some lamps and let my nanobots place those down. We have a bunch of nanos, we have a bunch of destructor nanos. Let's see, what else do we need? That's probably it. We need to go and check out what's going on with the stone. This copper has finally almost used this entire belt of coal that I built so crazily here. I know this stone was working at one point, and then I walked away from it and it broke. Ah, that's because the copper is backed up. Alright, let's do something different with this. No, let's do that. Let's just balance this real quick. And then we'll force it to pick up input from the right priority. And that'll get that flowing again. That's what happened. Dump that off. I do have, whatever the name of this mod is, even distribution. I mostly use it just to get rid of trash. Okay, and I think that's all that I worked on since everyone has last seen this. So we can go ahead and work on oil. I don't know what kind of oil byproducts there are. I didn't look at it too much, but there is at least some, at least in the secondary products, like making, well, maybe there's not a whole lot. There may not be a whole lot of scrap until we get to making, like, batteries, which we haven't researched yet. Oh, yeah, we have. Yeah, making batteries. When you make batteries, you get, apparently, Duracells back out of it. And making, I'm assuming, no, not even solid fuel. There may not be any scrap supplies with oil. Well, we can go ahead and put it down kind of quickly, and then we'll have, the reason I want to focus on oil is because I don't need this many. The reason I want to focus on oil sorry, getting distracted here again. My chemical plants weren't being made because I didn't have pipes and gears. Let's see if I have any I can give them. Speed it up a little. So, in order to make the scrap processing area, which I hope to do in the next stream already, I need to get oil going. Because everything that's processed, everything that's scrap processed, seems to require, except for the plates and stuff, seem to require sulfuric acid and water. And you need oil processing to make sulfuric acid. So, yeah, it looks like everything. Wastewater treatment. Yeah, so pretty much everything requires sulfuric acid, and then some of the stuff returns sulfuric acid, so we really just need kind of a starter. But we might as well get that going because it'll be a little while before it's ready. I needed pipes that I didn't get. We definitely need more than that. We need pipes. Why are you still not getting... Oh, because this inserter got stuck because I forced a bunch of stuff in there for it. Wasn't that nice of me? Okay. We'll let those make. By the time we get done setting up the oil field, they'll be hopefully ready to go. I'm using squeak through, so I'm not at all worried about undergrounding too many pipes. Just kind of the space here a little bit. Well, let's do another one here, I guess. Just so they're kind of out of the way. Let's do that. So we have one underneath our maul belts, so I placed them all just incorrectly. I might be able to do some shenanigans here to get that one to be usable. I'll probably mess with that off the stream as well, just so that I don't bore anyone with messing with stuff. Let's see, come on across here. So my plan is to set oil up right here in this currently tree-laden area, which won't be tree-laden for too long. Nope. Did that put a... No, okay. It's just my own crazy eyes. It looks like it put a pipe underneath the pump jack, but it just happens to be the output pipe of the pump jack. Alright, let's do... I think I have some medium power poles here. Okay, that should be everyone. Everyone's yellow, which means they're all pumping at least. Whether they're all connected or not, I don't know. And go, termites, go. Eat all these trees. I really should have just spawned less trees in my map, because I don't like them anyway. And if Caledon were here, he would tell us all exactly what the trees are. Bonus points to anyone who says it. Go, bots, go. I think at some point Next will improve these bots a little bit, because for the most part, they don't leave these half-eaten trees anymore. And they used to all the time. Like back in 0.16. At least it felt like to me that every time I ran through an area with the termite bots, they would leave like... it seemed like 10% of the trees or more just still there. More research done. Okay, I think that's good enough to start with. I'm gonna run back and get some more of those underground... Hey, Kelsey! Still awake, huh? Or just woke up? Just woke up, I bet. Alright, let's go grab some of these undergrounds. And of course that means that... Oh, no, I guess I'm here. That'll work. Eat some more of these up too, because I'm going to need some pipes. Alright, now they're eating all my stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and start this right above this coal patch. Kind of just nearby here. I'm going to give some space here because I would like to have my fluid bus run north to south here. And then have the also the supply lines for like iron plates. Coal's already coming up here as fuel. I'll probably just bring a little bit more along. And then I need to have another belt for steel coming down. And then solid fuel coming down. So we'll need a little bit of space here. You know what, actually I'll give plenty of berth there, and then I'll just do 5, 6 of these pipes, I think. The 3 outputs of the refineries. Sulfuric, lubricant, and water. Some order. Okay. I gotta start right in here. Alright, I need to pin these here. And I'm just gonna do the 10-1-7 ratio for right now. Actually, what I could do is I designed a bunch of oil blueprints for the Catherine of Sky MMO last weekend. I could just put those down, and then you all don't have to suffer through watching me do a bunch of oil blueprinting. Need to add another toolbar here, I think. Interface, Yeah, I think 3 is enough. I can put like blueprints down there. Okay, this is the... Alright, well, I'm going to adjust this then. This is the basic oil processing blueprint that I made. That's going to be much faster than you all suffering through that. Okay. For a second there, I thought we were out of bots already. And put water pipes. Okay. What pipes have we got? Well, it's enough for now, I guess. Oh, that was right here. Perfect. Okay. Refineries are away. I'll leave some space for a few more refineries. I'm just going to go with enough space for one more set. By the time I get more than 20 refineries, I'll probably be wanting to do... how did that get in there? I'll probably be wanting to do a different setup at that point. Not sure how I managed to get some science blueprints in with the oil blueprints. Oh, just one. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, not too bad. So, I always like to do... That's not the one that I wanted first. I like to do enough solid fuel. I do like to do a little bit of solid fuel for each. It's not the one that I wanted first either. I need the lubricant and heavy cracking first. Just so that I have the... I like this one to be first. That way lubricant is first. Not that it matters crazily, but I like to put that one first. And then I can take these out now. Turn my bots back on. I need to go get the chemical plants, but for now, that's enough. And we're, of course, out of regular pipes. I'm going to go ahead and handcraft those because I have enough stuff to handcraft a ton of them, and the mall is busy making undergroundies right now. Okay. The next blueprint that I'd like to put down is usually heavy... No, it's light cracking. Just because I like to have the cracking put down before I run out of space. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Because I can always just add it in later on the end. But I like to have it. Let's see. I need to get that out of there. Okay. I always like to put down a blueprint for each of the solid fuels. Now in 0.17, just to make sure that I have the capacity to handle it if I need to. I know solid fuel and petroleum to solid fuel. And then I'll put down a plastic. Rolled the wrong direction, because of course I did. Leave a little bit, like one extra space here. And that's only because I can double up that plastic array and just have 2 output belts very easily enough. And then sulfuric can go, we'll go here. Okay, what do we need to go find? We need chemical plants, we need pumps, And we always need pipes. Please fix. Thank you. Chemical plants. Really? Only 10? Alright. Well, here's pumps. Good. Yeah, those go in a stack. That's probably all I need. What do you start out of? Engines. Yeah, engines are slow. Pipes. Belt should be good. I could use more chemical plants. Medium power poles. Probably get another stack of... half a stack of those. There we go. Let's fill up the stack. Belts, inserters. Let's grab some undergrounds. Yes, go ahead. Put down the stuff that I'm making. I don't mind. Now we'll grab a few more belts. Just a few. I really could put down some... now that I have steel in the mall, why are you not making? Because I didn't set the filter. That's why. Okay. Go crazy. Alright, well, I guess I'll let those build up then. A little bit. Oh, there's 6 of them. That's not bad. You can go in there. I'm not going to bother with this because it's not going to be able to keep up anyway. You... That's good. More. And whatever you've got left. Okay. This is way overkill on lubricant, but once I put the tank down... Ooh, tanks. That's what I didn't grab. Grab the tanks. I'll also fill up on chemical plants and underground pipes while we're there. Sure, might as well take a whole stack. Underground pipes. Plants. That didn't take long before it ran out. Need a lot more chemical plants. Did I not research plastic? I think I just did after I put the blueprint down. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and start putting in... Nope, I need more undergrounds. And then I'll put in the tanks and get the juices flowing here. Pipe to grounds, I should say, not undergrounds. I'm just going to put the heavy oil probably right up here where I'm going to split it off to crack it anyway. There's some mixed sort of reviews on whether to put these tanks on the side or to put them in line anymore. I don't know which to do, so I just keep putting them off to the side. This will need to be light oil. Let's put that here. Lubricant, I will put... I think I'll put water in this row. Alright, out of underground, piped grounds already. Underflowies? That's what they're called. But that's okay, because we can also use some more chemical plants. Okay, so this is water, this will be lubricant. I can go there. Take that. Why is that not flowing? Oh, that's why it's not flowing. There we go. It's alive. We need to wire these tanks to... And then I put this one way down here. Just so they're all on the same network. And you also need to wire all these power poles together. I'm just going to put the sulfuric acid tank way up here at the sulfuric acid plant. So we have four... Ooh, we're almost out of power again. So we have four fluids. We'll have the fifth one once I put the sulfuric acid tank in. Right, I am out of pipe to grounds again. And out of chemical plants again. I suppose I should make some of those... some more power. I wish I would have noticed before the stream, because I could have just dealt with it beforehand. Oh, I've only got 12 pairs of them there. What did I do that for? Stone. I was making stone furnaces like crazy yesterday when I was working on this. So I extended the stone belt so that I could run along it and do it. I guess I could have set up an assembly for it, but that was okay because it took that long to lay out the steel array anyway. Alright, let's go deal with this power real quick. Maybe I should install that running mod. Whatever that running mod is called. Oh, we got a lot more junk here now than we used to. We're making all the junk now, and I see there's stone in there too. I need to deal with the stone scrap differently. But I guess I can deal with that later as well. Alright, so... 16, 18, and 20. I'd be careful so I don't start building this sample mall. Alright, they should be going now. And that should give me hopefully enough power that I can run the oil for a little while, at least for the rest of the episode. They look light. The unfortunate thing is, I'm processing all of my scrap, well, shunting all my scrap down to here for right now, and I need to decide where I want to put it. I was originally thinking about putting it down here, but that means I need to run pipes of sulfuric acid all the way from here down to here. And if I had done oil down here, then I would have had to run pipes of crude all the way down there. So I'm not positive what I want to do with this yet. I could also, and that's what I plan on deciding before the next stream on Saturday, hopefully Saturday, but I could just pipe it over here somewhere and just sort of deal with the long pipes of sulfuric acid, and then once I have a train going, I could train it over. I haven't really thought about it yet. Did I? I did. I set up a whole nother iron smelter. I didn't actually bring the iron into the base. That was one of my other tasks for between the streams yesterday. No, I don't like that. Okay. Run along. Base is going to need a little bit more supply here. Run on the belts, Molly. Run on the belts. Okay, that's good for now. Back to the oil. So is there not even byproducts for... Wow. There are no byproducts in the entire oil arrangement. That's pretty crazy, if you think about it. Because this mod has byproducts for everything else. Okay, this will be the sulfuric acid pipe. I like everything to be lined up. You had noticed. Alright, that's not connected anywhere. That's water. That doesn't need to be connected anywhere. This is the one that needs to be connected somewhere. Well, I guess I should have done those up one more. That way they could be lined up. There we go. The good thing about lining them up is now I can just do this, at least generally. Should have stopped by the mall and refilled. Still need, no, we have, we probably still need more. Chemical plants. Ooh. There we go. All right. Make sure everything's taken care of down there in the end. And down here on this end. Okay. Then I could do this. And really make it easy on myself. Even though I really don't need all this stuff going this far up. Let's connect these guys. Ooh, that would have been bad. That would have been real bad. So one of the things, the other mods that I like to play with is... Actually, did I load it on this game? I may not have. Oh, yes, there is. The deep water well. Instead of bothering to pipe in water from wherever, and I basically play with no water because I don't need biters, so I don't need the natural barriers. Instead of bringing water in from who knows where, I just use a water well. At least this one costs something. I mean, it bricks and stone and iron, an offshore pump, so iron and copper. At least it costs a little bit of something so that I feel like I'm not completely cheating. Completely. And we are needing a pipe here. Okay. I should probably also turn on... I got lots of stuff to turn on here. Right, water's away. You go all the way over here to the end. Hey, Phasing, welcome. Glad you could make it. The wire here, hopefully that's long enough. Not long enough. That's okay. Need to bring a belt of iron up here eventually. For that, guess I can just start hooking these things up. So we're already full of lubricant. Can't crack anything yet. You can hook this up. We'll just call it late. You recognize these blueprints by happenstance? I happen to put that in exactly the wrong spot, but we'll figure it out. We'll just do a little bell spaghetti here. It'll be fine. Yeah, liquid bus is nice, especially when you want to take the lube and the sulfuric acid down to the mall. I mean, I really don't need to have all these, like the lubricant pipe running all the way up here because lube's made down here and it's going south from here. But at least having them all here means that if I want to add something later, it's here, it's ready to go, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, we are now making solid fuel, which is good because we'll need that very soon. And there's more. We'll need that very soon for the blue science. All right, let's do some more researches. Sure, robotics. Ooh, green circuits. We'll need those very, very soon. All right, our research stuff I don't really need anymore, but we'll research it anyway. Just to get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, I try and be organized. It doesn't always work out at all. But, oh well. So, I also have a belt of solid fuel being made here or out of that. And then we'll just need to bring in a pipe of petroleum here. And I've lined this up perfectly yet again, but again, we'll just belt spaghetti it a little bit. Okay, so we need to have a belt of, probably another belt of coal. Let's see, where do I want to put this? Put another belt of coal here. Now we'll put it on this side. So we need to have, we'll have 2 belts of solid fuel space here. A belt of coal in, a belt of iron in. We'll do 2 belts of coal in and a belt of iron in. I think that's enough space. And then we'll need plastic out. Plastic out. Plastic out. Plastic out. Alright. Out of belts. See, I picked up those 400 or 500 belts earlier, not thinking I would need any of them. And then I used them all, and I need more. We still ended up with 24 chemical plants left, after all the complaining I did. Okay, this will be iron. Ooh, look at that. I couldn't have planned that any better if I tried. Well, I probably could have, I suppose. Uh-oh, we're getting garbage on the line. I know where it's coming from, too. I forgot to filter. That's going to be a mess. That's a disaster of a mess. Oh, no. Forgot to filter this line to get rid of the trash. I'll put to the left the scrap iron. At least the last time when I caught it early enough. This time I wasn't so lucky. We can just dead end it into it. It normally won't produce a radical amount. Alright, well, we're going to be picking up a lot of iron here, guys. Yell at me if I miss one. Oop, there's one. Then we have to go up into the mall and dig through that bit of spaghetti. Some up here. Lovely. I see some over there on the red science. At least it'll eventually all collect on the ends, but I'll be wondering why I can't make anything. Alright, hopefully there's not any in that underground. I'm just going to do what I did the last time. I picked up a bunch of scrap, and that was to find one of these boxes where I have the dual inserters, and just put it all in there and say, I can't do it with that one. I can't do it with that one. This is what I did. Oh no. That's where I put it all the last time, thinking this inserter would pick it all up. That doesn't work that way. Alright, let's put a dumb box here in the end. We'll put it here in nanobots. Did I put in the wrong spot? And I'm just going to dump all this trash into it and actually let it get dumped out onto the bus and processed. Oh good, the dog's getting a scrub, huh? Or a trimming. It's always good fun. Yep, we have a mess going on up in here. And one going on up in here. Oh boy. Oh, that's a lot of mess right there. Oh, that's just gaps. That's not scrap walling. That's just gaps in the belt. There's a piece though. All right, well maybe we got most of it. Maybe. So what did I just pick up? Something I shouldn't have. That's what I picked up. I do that a lot. Sometimes my finger gets heavy on the button, and I pick something up I shouldn't. Okay, well, we were here. We were attempting to hook this belt up so that we could process some sulfuric acid. And alas, we forgot to come back. Okay, the other thing we need here is some more coal. I'm just going to do one belt for now. Oops, I messed that up good. I really don't need a bunch of extra power poles. Messed that up too, wow. Okay. I'm actually going to redirect this one up here. And then this will be the fuel belt for steel. Alrighty, that's what we need for plastic. Once it gets here, here it comes. So, for those of you who weren't watching the streams when I was building these blueprints, this will produce one solid yellow belt of plastic. I will either double it in length and add a second yellow belt, or upgrade it to red at the time. And then we'll have a full red belt of plastic, or 2 yellow belts of plastic, however way I do it. This produces, I can't remember how much sulfuric acid. It's a lot. It should be plenty. Backed up on anything? No, good. Because we have solid fuel to alleviate the load here. This will produce, I think, an entire belt of solid fuel, entire yellow belt. So that's good. And then these two will just supplement if they need to. Actually, I'll priority input these from the left there and from the right here, just to make sure these get picked up first, because if they get backed up, we're in a world of hurt. Solid plastic, come on down. Oops. Can't draw straight lines, why start now? And that's going to be a problem. Okay, well, solid fuel's getting flip-flopped. Suppose I could let the bots do this. Sometimes making excessive racket with belts is fun. Nope, wrong way. Okay, so plastic goes below steel here. No, let's do it this way. Just so that I can split it in case I need it split later. And then solid fuel is going to go somewhere else. Solid fuel is going to go here below the coal. And again, I want to split it, so I will do it this way. Although I probably don't need to split it, but I like to have the splitters there anyway. Nope. Backwards. Alright, so that's oil processing. I'll leave those hang there for right now. Because next I want to work on military science. Now, of course, we're not actually doing any... Are you... Well, I know what we need to do here. First, we need inserters for that. And then we need to expand science some. Did I make that too big? I think I made that too big. Just assume that I did here. Start again. I need 2 spaces in between here, I think, for the underground to come up and then go back down again. Yeah. So we'll just pick this up plus the 2. I don't think I have labs in this mall. It could be that I haven't gotten that far yet. Or it could be that this mall just doesn't include them. Looks like the latter. Which is fine, because once you make all the... I mean, once you make the labs, you really don't need that many more. Oh, I'm out of nanobots. That's why everything went silent. Why is the inserter so slow? Oh, this is just not able to keep up. We'll just do it like this. And you. These should be fine at least for a while. That should speed up the science a little bit more. Wonder if I should also increase it in this direction, like this once, just so that I have a little bit more space. So that's another 1, 2, 3, 6 times 4 is 24. Out of blue inserters. And belts. And undergrounds and everything. Sure, take the whole stack. 1,000 belts, that should last for a few minutes. I think this is going to be wide enough, so I'm going to replace this with just a regular connected belt. Okay, while these are making in my hand, we can work on military science. Add a recipe for military science. We haven't researched military science yet. Okay. Excellent. Need that. We'll go ahead and put the blue on there too. Let's take the car out. Landfill's cruising along. Okay. I'm just going to show hidden. No, I'm going to show disabled so that I can get it started. The numbers we were using were... I'm going to make these in blue machines, but we were using 1 per second, so I'll do it as 1.5 per second. Because I want to use blue machines. $10, I believe that's right. More scrap to deal with in this one. Excellent. More stuff to deal with. Okay. So my normal design here is something along the lines of starting with the ammo. Let's add some space here. Starting with the ammo, which we need 1 and 3. Oh, we need to start some research here. Bots sound good. Sure. Explosives are always explosive. We could do lots of stuff. And we're out of space. Okay. Those are those. What happened to my... Oh, there it is. 3 of these. Now we need to deal with scrap as per usual with this mod. First of all, we'll bring some iron in, probably like this. Deal with some steel here and some copper here. Let's move this out one actually. I can put, I used up all those inserters already. Great. I'm going to run through the science labs and get those placed down since they're all made now. There we go. And we're not making nearly enough science anymore. And I'm using gray machines, because I don't have very many. Okay, I'll upgrade these a little bit later. So I want to deal with some scrap, and I think I'm going to have to deal with the scrap by doing the underground method with this, just because it's going to get a little snug in here otherwise. I don't even need that much iron, do I? 4 plates every second. I guess it doesn't hurt. Big power pole. Where do I have my big power pole bus at? Let's grab that. Nope. Shift, take out the belts. Boy, if that's not creepy, I don't know what is. That put that right there in almost the exact perfect spot. Hey, Pog yourself. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Take these out here now, I think, safely. Yes. We are working on the production scrap mod. Everything you make in production scrap produces scrap, so you have to deal with it, you have to manage it. Looks like military scrap here. While also still making everything that you would normally make with the regular vanilla game. So it just adds an extra layer of output stuff that you have to deal with, while yeah, it's a bit to manage. So anything like when you smelt ore into plates, you get scrap metal. When you when you smelt or when you assemble anything in an assembler, it produces some sort of a scrap byproduct, and then you have to deal with it. It's not horribly complicated to deal with, but like making a mall, and what I'm doing with my mall is I'm retrofitting an existing mall to handle all the scrap appropriately. So I'm doing some of this where I have two filter splitters set up, and I'm outputting the scrap onto one belt and the normal product out onto the regular belt. And in some places in the mall, I have the items like the belts here going into a box, and then the filter inserter pulling off of that onto a scrap belt. So everything in the mall has to have a scrap belt output to it. On the smelters here, for example, I'm just using the filter splitters. Uh-oh, we're getting backed up. We got a mess going on here, guys. That's not good. Okay, fun. I have to deal with this very soon. So I'm just using a filter splitter here to dump the scrap iron plates out onto a separate belt. And then the clean iron plates can keep going. And yeah, that's going to be a big old mess. Now I have to deal with very, very soon. Okay. Fun. Then we'll put these here. So I'll have steel coming in here on one side of the belt, iron coming in here, and copper coming in here. And then I will do like I like to do and just output using a red inserter onto this belt. We're going to have scrap to deal with here too, but I think I'm going to use the filters, the filter splitters, to handle that scrap. Next to ammo, I like to do the grenades. We'll have to build 8 of those machines. Alright, the blinking is getting on my nerves already. So let's get rid of it. Thank you. Now is the time that I want to also get rid of my... Nope, I did that backwards. That I want to get rid of my small wooden power poles, even though I got a million of them. And I placed these wrong already. For the grenades, we need a decent amount of materials here. We need... Well, actually, we only need 1 input belt. But I'm going to make it 2 input belts because when I go up to yellow machines for these, they're going to need to be separate anyway. So I might as well plan for it and have a separate coal belt. So we'll have a iron belt here and a coal belt here. It's not the right spot. And then we'll have to deal with our scrap here. Let's see. Military scrap for both. Ooh, I wonder if I should just do this instead. Yes. Instead of outputting this scrap to this side where it's a hassle, let's just do it onto this side where I can just put it on that same belt and not have to deal with it. Apparently there's scrap grenade too, but these aren't outputting scrap grenade, they're just outputting grenade, or scrap military. Maybe that's for like the advanced grenades, what are those called? The frag grenades or the something else grenades? The other grenades we get eventually that I won't be using because I'm not I'm not playing with biters, so I don't need them. Now we need more room here. Okay, so splitter here. I guess I didn't. I'll put to the left the military scrap. Yeah, cluster grenades. That's the ones. I can never remember the names. And then we'll just shunt this scrap out onto the bus someplace. And this will go into gray science. Okay, and then we might as well get this stuff hooked up. Let me bring my bus over before I get too far. We'll go that far. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh man, I need to fix this steel, or extend the steel a little bit in a straight line. Alright. That looks looks good there. Too far. Okay, so this is just a half a belt of steel, and it's on the right side as we look at it. So, just half insert that. There, rock up. It's in my face. No! That's backwards. Stop! Wrong side. Alright, don't stand on the belt swelling. Okay, and I need to clean off the side of this belt here. Lots of steel in my inventory when we're done with this, because I messed up. Okay, steel away. And then iron. Oh yeah, we need to really fix that. We need to really fix the recycling. It's messed up big time. This is copper. This is scrap coming down. Out of belts again. Alright, I'm going to go deal with that scrap because that's a big mess. Actually, I think that's the stream for today. Been going about an hour and 15. And I think that's a good place to stop. We'll finish up military science perhaps next time. I also want to really work on now that we have sulfuric acid being made. I need to put down some radars. Now that we have sulfuric acid being made, I really want to focus on the major feature of the mod, which is the recycling of all of these scrap items that we're not already recycling. So that's going to be some exciting stuff. But I need to decide where I want to put that scrap recycling. So hopefully I'll stream some on Saturday, sort of afternoon, early evening, U.S. time. That'll be the next stream. And then again on Sunday evening for sure. And then from there, the usual again, Tuesday and Thursday evenings, U.S. time. So yeah, so next time we'll work on some more military. We'll start working on the scrap recycling, the full scrap recycling, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll find what else we can work on. We'll need to do blue science pretty quickly here. And I think that's it for now. Thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye.